Ronin Pawn! Let's get in here for Mission 3, the Minimal Minmus mission, as you might have seen in the title. We're going to Minmus, and we're going to land on Minmus. That's the plan, and we're going to do it with the absolute bare minimum. Well, I don't know if it's the absolute bare minimum, but we're going to do it with very little kit, is my idea. It's little to me, you could say differently. So I've already been to the R&D and I've collected our bits of this and that and the other thing, and I've decided what we need and what we want, and let's go into the VAB and maybe I'll show you some of my picks. So let's see what I chose. I definitely wanted the bigger fuel tank. I also picked up some RCS bits, which are very useful, as well as fuel ducting. That's really important to me. Control, we've got the RCS now. Yes, yes, yes. What else did we get? What else did we get? Utilities, we've got electricity now, and we've got lighting, and we've got solar panels, photovoltaic panels. So that's good. We picked up some more science bits. We've got the Science Junior, and we've got another comm system, which is a lot prettier and fancier than our little antenna. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's other bits in there, but that's all that really concerns me right now. So let's build our minimal Minmus lander. Okay, so yes, we've got to start out with a lander. Let's get our utilities out here. We want a parachute because we are coming back. We're always coming back. That's the goal anyway. And as long as we're putting things on the pod, let's throw on our new comms unit. That'll be fun. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Okay, and for comms, we're going to need a bit of electricity, so let's get out our little Batman pack. I'm going to use the smaller of the two electric units that we picked up, because I shouldn't need that much more. So I've got one on one side and one on the other in case they, you know, are sort of pulling us out of balance with their weights. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but that's why I'm doing that. Now, I've got a different idea on how to build this ship, and that's to use a very small lander with a sort of transit stage, which, I mean, it's a common thing. It's not like I'm reinventing the wheel or anything. Oh, wait. Let's put our new science-y kit on here. Yeah, we've got the Science Junior we can slap on, and we can put on some goo, and maybe we'll use both of these canisters this time. Wouldn't that make sense? So we've got Science Junior and some goo, and of course we've got people in the pod who can make observations. So that's our lander. That's my idea anyway. Minmus is so far out into space, so outside of, you know, gravity, and has such low gravity that I shouldn't need much fuel to get off of it. That's the thought anyway. You see how well my last mission went, maybe, if you watched. Put some legs on. Landers need legs. Learned that the hard way. No. So we've got that, and then we're gonna have a little transit stage, and here's what I'm gonna do. This is the minimal concept, so I'm just going to put, well, first I'm going to put on some decouplers. Yeah, because we do want this to all fall away. I'm just gonna put a tiny little tank right there. I've got a tiny tank up there, I've got a tiny tank up here. And then what I'm going to do is, because I am a 3 times symmetry type of guy, I'm going to attach right about here. I don't know, maybe right about there. I'm going to attach some of our new big tanks. Yes, the 800, the full-size tanks, basically. And I'm going to put those down as low as I can, as low as makes sense. Good. And we'll put our liquid engine just in the middle. No, I don't want it all over the place, just in the middle, just on our middle column. There we are. Beautiful, beautiful. So we've got that, we've got that. We need to run some fuel ducting so that the outer tanks will feed the inner tank. Oh, wait, I've got it. I misplaced it, so let's do it again, you know. I think just about everyone who plays KSP is a little bit OCD about it. So you've got to have them just so, don't you? They've just got to be just so, or else it won't do at all. Okay, so we've got that. Before I forget about it, I know I'm jumping around a bit, but before I forget, because I don't want to forget, we've got lights now, and I want to put on some lights on our lander. I'd like to have landing lights. I think it would just be nifty. So I'm going to put some lights now. I just want 2x symmetry, if you don't mind. Some lights right about there. That should be nice. That should be pretty. Jeb won't be able to get out of the ship. I don't care. And, yeah, so now we just need our solid fuel stage, our liftoff stage, and of course you don't have to use a solid fuel stage, but I like to. I think it's useful, I think it's efficient, I think it makes sense, I think it's realistic. I think a lot of things, don't I? I should probably think less, that would be admirable. Right, so there is, I believe, all of our fuel for this mission. Now, I do need to tie a bunch of things off, don't I? I need to have some struts on this if it's going to hold out. So where and how are we going to strut this baby together? Well, we're going to have to strut it at the top of these. Let's do that to, say, there-ish. That looks fine. And at the bottom, where? A little higher, please, a little higher. Do they really need to be strutted at the bottom? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to connect them together. I'm going to connect them together at the bottom. He enunciated properly. Park the car in Harvard Yard, he said. Where is Harvard Yard? What does that even mean? Okay, that looks cool. I like that. And we're going to strut up these as well. Let's see, we'll put these on the top. Right in the middle, and right in the middle. And should we attach them at the bottom as well? Probably should, probably should. Let's connect them to each other as well. I really like the way that that looked. So I'm going to go dink, and dink, and that looks good. That looks good. Everything's sort of holding everything else together. That's a little off-center, and that's going to really disturb my obsessive-compulsive disorder. No, I don't have that. I just like to pretend I do, because people in KSP, in this community, do. And I want to fit in desperately. Will you just accept me and start watching my videos? Okay, this is going to be the minimal Minmus mission Mayday Mark 1. Made in Mexico by midgets. Right, let's get on the way then. Save the ship, and we are... Oh no, we have to stage it. We have to stage it. Don't run off with your jollies and a ghibli. Whatever that means. Okay. And then we'll run our fuel there, and then I will drop all of those at the same time that I fire our lander engine, and then we'll come back and open the parachute, and happy-go-lucky, crazy, having a ball of our lives day. Save it again and launch it. I only have a little bit of time now. Getting kind of close to my date. I have a big date tonight, a date with a very sexy, incredibly attractive woman. And I'm not bullshitting you. That's my first curse on the channel, but it was worth it, because she is incredibly gorgeous, beautiful. I really hope the date goes well, because I like her quite a lot. Okay. Where's Minmus? Here's Minmus. Let's set it as the target, and because that is our target. And I'm just going to spin the planet around. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to take off at night again? Once I'm up, I want to come around the moon, come around the surface of Kerbal, and just fire off when Minmus is sort of just popping above the horizon. About 4 or 5 degrees is what I've been told, is what I've read. And then we'll change our inclination to make sense with where Minmus happens to be at this point. But so that, I believe, is not a bad place to take off. Okay, I'm going to throttle up, turn SAS on. Houston, could we get ourselves a countdown?
Yeah, hi, Pawn. I've been looking over the mission briefing here, and I just don't think that you're going to get to Minmus with that small of a ship.
Oh, no, it's fine. I've actually sort of researched this. I've been doing some training after last mission, and this should work. It worked pretty well in the simulator.
Yeah, I'm just really not sure. Maybe with a different pilot, but...
What are you saying exactly then, Houston? Are you saying I'm a shite pilot?
Well, I didn't say that, you did, but anyway, I was just thinking, I've got a couple of spare empty fuel tanks back in the shed at home. I could run home real quick and just grab and bring them out here for you, and we could get this thing underway proper.
Listen, Houston, I know what I'm doing. Trust me, I can get to Minmus with this. Houston, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just sort of scratching my head. Listen, how about this? At least I've got a full tank of petrol, just a spare gas tank, in the back of my trunk.
Okay, Houston, I'm not waiting for your countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, good luck with that ship, buddy. We'll see you in a couple of minutes when you run out of fuel.
Okay, screw you, Houston, screw you, and goodbye. We're going to Minmus, and I will be back, thank you very much. We are returning, even though I forgot to put that in the description. Oh, bollocks. Okay, so we're off. Solid fuel is firing. Pretty stable little ship. That's why I love this three-sided symmetry. It's sort of the most minimal you can go and still have a really, really stable ship. That's at least what I tell myself. How are we doing? 4,000 meters up on this first little solid fuel stage. Good. And about to run out of solid fuel and switch over to our liquid fuel. Jeb is just smiling, having a great time. All right, excellent. Everything's separated. That's the first sign of a good mission. When your solid fuel thrusters fall off, that's the first thing you want to do. Oh, can we turn the lights on now? Hey, that looks pretty, but I don't want to waste my electricity, because I don't have any way to regenerate it. I didn't put any solar panels on. Well, it doesn't really make sense to put solar panels on a ship, does it? Oh, we've missed our gravity turn. Yes, welcome to Ronin Pawn's channel. We don't pay attention, we just keep talking. You know, listen, here's the thing. My goal here is to entertain you, the viewer. It's not to have a good mission. A good mission might not be that entertaining. So I'm trying to sort of walk that line of playing well so that you're not just sitting there going, this guy is rubbish, why am I watching this? But at the same time, just, you know, keeping the show up. That's my goal. I want you to be entertained because I'm desperate for attention. I want to be loved and no one does. But maybe after this date tonight, oh, yes. I quite like her, I quite do. Okay, we're coming up to about 20,000 meters, and when we hit 20,000 meters, I'm going to drop us down to a 45-degree angle. 19.2, 19.3. I'm going to start dropping us now because I'm impatient. And I'm bobbing in my chair. You should see me. I'm sort of bobbing up and down, rocking. Come on, faster. They're getting bored. I'm not bored. I'm having the time of my life. But they're getting bored at home. Come on, faster, Jeb. Can you get out and, you know, kick the ship, make it go faster? Let's check the map. How's the map? How we doing? Arapawaps is climbing slowly but steadily because, you know, liquid fuel, not a lot of thrust, especially if you only put one booster on. That's the thing. I've only got one rocket on my tank. So, how are we doing? How's our height? 26,000. I'm waiting until we get to that orbital area, 36,000, and then I will turn over and point us more or less on the horizon, maybe a little higher than the horizon, I don't know. I'll look and see where Minmus is at that point, and we'll make a call, we'll make a decision. Okay. It's actually, I'm about a half an hour away from zero hour when I want to leave in order to make my date on time, so we've got to do this mission right. I've got incentive, I've got a reason to do this right the first time. I'm turning over at 36,000, here we go. Just you know what, maybe I'll just put myself dead balls on my on my prograde. Now that I've decided to cuss, let's just go with it. Dead balls on my prograde. That's not really cussing, is it? It's just sort of fun with language. And how's Arapawaps doing? Good. Excellent. As soon as I can get us out to about 75,000 on Arapawaps, I'm going to kill the engines and save my fuel and just float on up there and put Minmus where I want it and fire. That's the plan, Stan, but can I make you understand that a-hole bands have a-hole fans? And if you know that reference, I will give you a snickerdoodle. Okay. So we're up to 75,000. Let's zip up to the Apoaps. Actually, let's do this from map mode, because we can look on the horizon in the direction we're traveling and see if we can't see Minmus rise. Let's watch as Minmus rises. Do 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 do. Oh, perfect timing. Thank you. They got what I was going for. Oh, that's it, isn't it? There's Minmus. Okay, stop time warping. Stop time warping. So you see the little glint there on the horizon, that little speck. You see that right at the tip of the right at the tip. You can see it. I'm just being a jerk. Okay, so now we've got Minmus where we want it. So let's put on our prograde and fire like the Dickens, like the Charles Dickens. Get on prograde, and let's go. Yes, sir. Oh wait, I'm dragging these, aren't I? Oh, they weren't empty. They were not empty. Welcome to Ronin Pawn's channel. He panics and just throws away fuel. Okay, I think we'll still be okay. I really do. That's what I've chosen to believe anyway. So right on the horizon, right on our prograde, and we're firing out in hopes of an encounter with Minmus. And look at that app just sail right out. I love the speed at which this is happening. This is good. This is very, very good. Resources don't mean anything. We're just waiting to run out of fuel, and we have. We have run out of fuel, so let's drop this tank. Wait, if we drop the tank now, then it doesn't ever come down, does it? Well, there's nothing to be done about that. We'll have to collect it at a later date. Sorry, space. Sorry, recycling. You're gonna have to take the hit for this one. We are going to Minmus. We'll knock you down at a later date. We'll make a fun little mission out of it. What's going on? What happened? What happened? What the hell happened? Oh my. That was a lot of thrust all of a sudden. I did not intend to do that, and now I literally have to waste fuel taking off speed. Whoa. Come on back. Come on back. Okay, okay. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Jesus, how much did I waste? Okay, not much, really. All said and done, maybe, 1 to 2 seconds worth of fuel. It wasn't that big of a dump. And I think we can still do this. I think we can get to Minmus, land, and come back on 75, whatever the unit measurement is of our liquid fuel. And oxidizer. So, yeah. Where's Minmus? That's the question. I'm going to add a maneuver node and drop our inclination. 13, 12, 11, 5, 4. I'm very sloppy with my time warp. Hey, okay, we're past the node, fire. And drop the node so that I can actually see what's happening. I'm going to slow our throttle down and do this very delicately, very gently. We're just watching as these and the periaps is falling, and that's as close as we got on that pass. So we will correct our trajectory when we get a little bit closer. Maybe when we get to our Apoaps. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? It'll be the slowest point, it'll be the least amount of fuel. See how slow we're moving now? Yes. So right out here, and give me another little node so that I can do this without making too many mistakes. And how's a periaps now? Getting even further away. Getting even further away. How about if we drop it then? What if we do exactly the opposite of what I think makes sense? Yeah, perfect. Just do exactly the opposite of what Ronin Pawn thinks. Zip ahead, zip ahead, zip ahead. And perfect timing, go. Yeet. Okay, how'd we do? We did perfectly. Drop the node. Get that off my screen so that I can marvel at our beautiful, beautiful periaps. I think that's going to work very, very well. Or not at all. We will find out. How about a quick save? Who feels like a quick save? I feel like a quick save. Come on, Minmus, run right at us. Bowling ball straight at us. Okay, we're to Minmus, and we've been grabbed by its gravity, so our periaps has fallen. That's good. Let's go ahead and take it down. When you're landing on Minmus, you want to look for ice. You want to land on an ice lake, because it's such a horrible terrain, so we might have to circularize. And, by the way, I am low enough to crash into something in Minmus at this point, I think. I think Minmus has features that extend above 5,000. Okay, we're at our periapse. So, drop a little bit of fuel. Circularizing. Come on, faster. I'm in a hurry. I've got a date with destiny. Yeah, let's land on that lake. So, if I want to land on that lake, I need to fire northwards, don't I? A bit northwards. Where's north? Well, there's 270, so north is going to be over here. So, northwards, and I'll keep on our retrograde a bit. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we are just going to drop this trajectory right in the middle of that lake. Right there. That's good, because I'll need a little bit of time to slow down, and we'll drop over here, maybe. Okay. Good fuel. We're looking good on fuel. That's very nice. That's very nice indeed. Here, let's just grab a quick, let's get this a little bit off center, yeah, something like that. Come round. Oh, beautiful. Marvelous. Marvelous. Magnificent. Okay. Back to the map mode. Oh no! Now we can go ahead and take an EVA report. Shall we? Jeb, what do you see? You see 32 science values, what you see. Excellent, excellent, Jeb. Back aboard, back aboard. Now I noticed, watching someone else's video, there's also a crew report you can take. Now I don't know what this is about. The surface of Minmus reminds you of a favorite childhood dessert. You attempted to taste the surface. Well, let's take that data. That's very curious. So there's more data to be collected than I realized. Don't forget to take your crew reports by right-clicking the pod. Yeah, this looks awesome. In fact, that's the screenshot right there. Let's grab that, How about there? Wonderful. Let's go. I'm in a hurry, I'm in a hurry, I've got a big date. Okay, can I walk any faster? Oh wait, that's the screenshot. Okay, got it. Now, let's get down there. Actually, let's take an EVA report on our way down, see if being over the lake affects anything. EVA report... No, I don't think it is. I think they've only got different sections for the Earth and the Moon at this point. I think Squad hasn't quite populated everything yet. Let's get down to Minmus. Drop our gear. Just want to cancel out a horizontal movement. And apparently we have. So now we're just falling. Purely falling now. Purely falling toward the wintergreen surface of Minmus. There's our shadow. I see our shadow coming at us at 45 meters per second. I'm going to slow our descent just a bit. And a bit more now. And a bit more now. And a bit more now. And we're going to touch down. Perfect. Perfectly. Oh, no, no, don't go over. Don't go over. Wonderful. We're just gonna stand like that. How's that? Can we hold that? I'm not touching a thing. I'm not touching anything. Maybe that's the screenshot. Okay, Jeb, why don't you step outside? And knock the ship over. No? Oh, this is beautiful. Brilliant. Come on down, Jeb. Just jump off. Don't touch the ship, though. It's rather precarious. Okay, Jeb, take it. Wow, look at how low the gravity is on Minmus. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that great? Okay, Jeb, I want you to collect a surface sample. What do we know? Surface seems to consist of tiny crystal-like grains, very pretty. Probably not edible. Okay. Okay, good enough, fair enough. Anything else we can do? Oh, well, we can plant a flag. Well, let's do an EVA report from the surface. You feel a bit like a superhero when you jump in the low gravity. Well, let's jump in the low gravity. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good jump, I'd say. Way to go, Jeb. You've been doing your calf muscle exercises, haven't you? Okay, I think it's time to plant a flag. Plant our flag on Minmus. Here we are, Mission 3. All ready to Minmus. Way to go, Jeb. Okay, site name. Mission 3. No. Let's say the minimal Minmus mission margarine. Is that how you spell margarine? Margarine. No description. We don't have time. I've got a hot date. I've got a hot date. Run, Jeb, run. We've got a hot date. Look, he's running differently now. Oh, our ship has righted itself like it wants to go. Well, then let's go. Oh, and we can get some goo. We can get some goo samples. Come on, Jeb. No, come on. Come on, Jeb. Get on board your ship. Not on top of your ship, on board your ship. Come on, Jeb. I'm getting angry with the fictional characters. Right, board the ship. Give us some goo. You observe the goo for 50 science value. Great. Let's pop our materials bay. Ooh, that's very pretty, isn't it? That's a great animation. Materials samples were processed. You began to turn your thoughts on how much Minmus looks like a mint dessert, and have discovered that you are now hungry. I am a bit hungry. I'll have to pop that one on the way off of Minmus, I think. How are we doing on resources? Oh, we are absolutely fine. We are going home, no problem. So let's get up and get out and get going. Yeah. Okay, up just a bit. Because I don't know where I'm going. Should have probably figured that out first. I'm going west. So here's west. Turn over west and go for it. Gonna need some height to clear that ridge. Gear up. We are going in the right direction, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, Apwaps. I'm just going to push out until we leave Minmus's sphere of influence. Okay, we're out of Minmus's sphere of influence. Let's pop back and take this other goo canister observation. Goo feels right at home here. Great. We have done a lot of science on this mission. Look at all that science there. It's very pretty too. You know what I'm going to do? Just for beauty, we're going to extend our look at that. Look at that. Is that a spacecraft or what? And we're leaving the minimal Minmus mission margarine. Okay. Let's go. Goodbye, Minmus. Thanks. We'll be back another day to colonize or something. I don't know what we'll do on Minmus, but we'll be back another day after I woo this delightful young woman I'll be going on a date with tonight. Do you think I'm a little bit excited? Right, now we have to get back to Kerbin on this amount of fuel. Think we can do it? I know we can do it. I'm going to quick save just in case things go horribly wrong. And what do I do? How do I get back? Well, fire on your retrograde. Yep. Now we could drop our Periaps straight to Kerbin. Hang on, I'm going to stop that and get a focus on Kerbin. We could drop a retrograde straight down to Kerbin, but what makes more sense if you're trying to save your fuel is to get yourself a moon encounter and use the moon to swing you around to Kerbin. So that's what I'm going to try to do right here. Just gonna wait to see if we can cross the moon's path, where we first crossed the moon's path anyway. It takes several days to get back from Minmus, so we should cross the moon's path several times. Hello? Moon? Are you out there? Are you out there at all? We just might hit Kerbin before I see a moon encounter, probably because of our what do you call that? I don't have the word. I'm sorry, I don't have the word. Drop our inclination. Anyway, we're back to Kerbin. We are back to Kerbin. Yay! And let's go ahead and drop to about 33,000, and that gets us home. We're back home, everyone. Isn't this marvelous? Here we go. Time warp maximum. Come on, let's not do everything in the dark. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Lights on. Have we got lights? Turn the lights on. There, that's so much better. You see that? Our communications dish is not affected at all by the speed and the plasma. The plasma didn't hurt our communications dish a bit. That communications dish is made of great things. Now wait a second. Are we still... We just litho-braked. We didn't drop enough. We didn't drop enough. That's funny. I should go to our Apple apps and do this. Come on, put me down. Put me down on the light side of the planet for once. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah. And in the ocean... Yes, perfect. Perfect. Very good. Very good. That'll do. That'll do just fine. We'll set down on not Africa. That is absolutely not Africa. At all. Doesn't look like it a bit. If you think it does, you're bloody insane. Time warp round, time warp round. At 4 times time warp, this is going to take forever. Don't they know I've got a date to get to? Come on, time warp. Faster, physics. This is going to be mountain range, I think. So, right about here. Let's stop time warping. Send Jeb out on EVA. And... what do you see? Highlands. Oh, I haven't been over the Highlands before. Scientific value collected. Excellent. But I was looking for mountains. Well, no matter. That was pretty neat. I've never done any litho-braking before. I think that's what you call that, right? When you use the atmosphere to brake. Litho-braking. So we slowed, but we did not land. We did not fall to the earth. That was very neat, I think. So we've had an excellent mission, very successful, no quick loading, no problems, no accidental staging malfunctions. This has turned out absolutely wonderful. And we're still on physics warp, so I'm going to drop that very soon, very quickly here. Yeah, a little bit further, a little bit further. Okay, about 2000, physics warp off, throw out the parachute, and just fall into the water. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Next time, we're going back to the moon. That's my plan. We're going to go back to the moon, and hopefully we can collect a bunch more data. What I'm planning, what I'm hoping, is that we've got enough scientific data from this mission that we'll be able to move into some tiers, and that those tiers will contain rover wheels. I haven't looked forward in the tiers, so I don't really know, but that's my idea. If we get rover wheels, we're going back to the moon and we're going to have just a really fun time buggering about. So thank you very much for watching. Jebediah will shortly be wet. So let's just wait for him to have a successful touchdown, and then we can claim our minimal Minmus mission success. Yeah, Houston, how do you like that, How do you like that? We did it. We were there, we sat down, we collected science, and splash, we are back. What's... Are you hearing that? Those made the weirdest sound ever. That was very cute. It was like they were playing a little xylophone or something. Anyway, there we are. There's our ship. What used to be our ship. Alright. Minmus mission complete. I will see you next time here on Ronin Pawn's KSP career mode something. I can't do the zoom out thing. I don't know how Harv does that. He must have a really nice mouse. Anyway, goodbye!